Good afternoon, Carly. I'm Sara Wyant. I'm the editor and publisher of Agri-Pulse Communications. We cover farm and rural policy issues on Capitol Hill and around the countryside. I know in previous conversations you've mentioned that your desire to phase out federal subsidies for things like farm programs and renewable energy. But one of the programs that farmers universally tell us that they want as a bedrock of a farm safety net is crop insurance. If you're elected president, would you continue the public-private partnership that currently provides crop insurance? And if not, what type of risk management program would you support for farmers and ranchers?
So first, one of the things that I have said, just so that everyone understands what I've said about renewables, government should not be in the business of picking winners and losers. It shouldn't be in the business of manipulating prices, and it shouldn't be in the business of guaranteeing or prohibiting access to markets. On the other hand, government has to be even-handed. So I support the renewable fuel standard because renewables have to have the same chance as oil and gas, for example. But what I've said is, over time, the government needs to get out of this role. It's not the federal government's role to pick winners and losers, and that's what the federal government does. Oil and gas was a winner for a long time until pressure was put on government to say, you got to level the playing field. And so what I've said is, I would support the continuation of RLS until 2020, but at that point we need to give every industry the opportunity and the transition period to say this isn't the federal government's job. So get ready, federal government needs to get out of these kinds of programs so that, but let's do it in a time where the playing field is level. Let's not advantage one fuel over another in the meantime. Crop insurance, obviously people need crop insurance. The problem is when the federal government gets into these programs, they can use their power to decide when somebody gets the money. So remember I was telling you about the poultry farmer. Why did he have to wait for the USDA to show up and tell him how to euthanize his birds, even though he knew the right answer? And keeping those birds alive for a 6-week period made the avian flu worse, not better, because the feed trucks were going in and out of his farm and every other poultry farm. Why did he have to wait? Because USDA held the money for his insurance. That's why. And so it's always a problem when the federal government is a holder of money. It has power. What I really truly would like, and it will take a long time to get here, in the meantime we have to protect our farmers. And yes, I support the continuation of crop insurance, but the ultimate state is we have to have a competitive free market in crop insurance, not the government in there, because the government is incapable of spending money without also wielding power. And that power gets to be a problem over time, just as it was for that poultry farmer who could have euthanized his birds 6 weeks earlier, saved far more of his flock. But no, the government wasn't just in the business of giving him insurance money. The government was in the business of telling him, this is how you have to do it, and if you don't do it this way, you're not going to get your insurance money.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.